Hey guys, today's from the install bay. We're going to answer one of the viewer questions. How do you wire in a micro bypass if the harness is already all done and in the car? We're going to show you how to do it, so stay tuned. So a lot of you guys put your Alpine or Pioneer radio in the car, and then it's rocking, everything's working great, and then you have to go to like your Bluetooth settings or watch a DVD possibly, and it doesn't work. And that's because the light green wire was hooked up to maybe, let's say, the emergency brake. Let's say that place that buys best put it in your car, and they're going to hook it up to the emergency brake. So you got to pull the emergency brake, go through that whole headache. So you've decided to get the micro bypass. This guy right here. But the harness is already in the car and everything's already hooked up. What do? We get this question a lot, at least once a week. So what we decided to do is we're going to show you what to do. We've already taken the harness out of the car. It's right here. Alright, so we pulled the emergency brake wire out. The harness is all set up right here. So now what we're going to do is show you how to easily hook up the micro bypass. Alright, so we have our harness right here. We have our giant emergency brake wire. We have everything else all nice and tidy. It's all heat shrinked up. You don't want to mess with this. You can have butt connectors, you can whatever. So it's like, oh man, I don't want to screw up my harness. So what do? Well, let's first start by opening the micro bypass bag. It comes with 3 wires. It comes with the remote turn on, comes with the ground, and it comes with the emergency brake wire. And they're all fairly long. So the first thing I like to do is just cut them shorter. Okay, let's remove the zip ties off of the harness here. We'll do it on just the car side. Alright, now go ahead and strip back some of the ground. So, repeat the process for the remote turn on. So now what you've ended up with is 2 exposed pieces of copper. You can take a pick tool if you don't have a soldering gun, poke a hole in the wire like this, thread it in just like you're threading a needle. And then wrap it around. Okay, so now you basically have this. Get yourself a piece of tape, about 1.5 inches is good. Then wrap it around. Take a zip tie. And there you go. Now in this case the zip tie is going to do 2 things. For one, it's going to hold that wrap that you just did really tight, and also if you're in an area like we are in Florida where it gets really hot, it'll keep the tape from sliding off and turning into a messy ball of goo. Now if you have a soldering gun, then all you really have to do is wrap the wire around like so. Then repeat the same thing, take a piece of tape, 1.5 inches, wrap it around. Apply your zip tie. This time it's just going to be on there to hold the tape in place. Alright, so you basically have the 2 portions that are going to control this hooked up to your harness. Now all you have to do is strip this guy back here. Off. Take some of this, strip this back, take your piece of heat shrink. Alright, so we're going to remove all the zip ties. Twist it on. Now there again, if you don't have the soldering, you can also just use a simple butt connector to accomplish the same thing. All you want to do is make sure that you connect these 2 wires together. And you're done. So you've teed into the remote turn on, you've teed into the ground, and you've connected the green wires together. So that's it. Now if you want to make it pretty, you can go ahead and add some zip ties back to it. You can add some Tessa tape, whatever your preferred method of prettiness is, or you can just stuff it back into the dash. And there you have it. Your bypass is installed. Give us some thumbs up if you like these videos, as well as subscribe. It's awesome. We do these things 5 days a week, so there's plenty of content to keep you in the 12-volt world all the time. That's what we do. Actually, we do it 6 days a week. Now I'm just venting like I need a therapist. You guys have a great night, and we will see you later next time. Bye.